Says we're live.
There you go.
So, hello everybody watching. We're going to do this Q&A and then do the giveaway. I got Jamie Page here. If you haven't met Jamie Page, which everybody should have met him, I'm going to let him introduce himself right now.
What's going on, everybody? Like Jake said, I'm Jamie Page. You can find me on my YouTube channel at JP Woodwork. I also have an Instagram at JP_Woodwork. My website is jp-woodwork.com. I'm also part of the Makers International podcast, which is the makersinternationalpodcast.com. All the social medias for that can be found over on the website. So, yeah, there's that, Jake. Thanks for having me.
Yep, thanks for coming along. Hey, we're going to start off with some shout outs. I did a collaboration with Pole Barn Production with Doug, and it went out last night, and it's done real good, and it's helped the channel, so that's my shout out. He does a resin and turning. What you see is what you get. He makes mistakes and then figures out how to fix them. So it's pretty cool. It's really cool channel, so go check him out. After the show, I'm going to have all the links below. I don't have any right now, but after the show, we'll put all the links below and all the information you need to find everybody we talk about.
Do you want to give me a couple of shout outs then?
Yeah, go ahead. Do your shout out.
Right, so I've actually got 3 shout outs I want to give, all for obvious reasons, which will become apparent as I go along. So the first one is Dirk's Works on Instagram, and you've got Brain Fizz on Instagram, and which is Richard Morley on YouTube, who is also one of the co-hosts I do the podcast with, and his better half Hippie Noodle, which is on Facebook, and I've had the pleasure of all 3 of them for the past week or so in my home and workshop and hometown. So it's been awesome having them here, and it's going to be a shame to see them go home on Sunday. But unfortunately, they've got a house to go home to.
Is that it, brother?
So, yep. Yes, mate. Yep.
Okay. All of them are awesome. We had our little time with them when I was in England. That was probably the most relaxed, chilled out day that we had the whole time. And it was awesome. I thank you guys for that. We're going to ask you guys to ask questions in the comments. And in the meantime, Jamie has 3 that were on the social media that he can ask me right now.
Okay, mate. So the first one came from Narrowgate Woodworking, and the question was, what is your job?
I haven't talked about my job very often because it's not a popular job. I'm in a security job for the state of Texas. It's a thankless job, but it affords me the opportunity to do this. And it's getting harder and harder. Like, I've been working more and more, so it's hard to get out to the shop. But that job affords me the opportunity to do this stuff. And that's about all I say about this job.
Fair dues, mate. Fair dues. Okay, the second one. What kind of resin/epoxy do you use? And that comes from Jim Shearer. I apologize if I butchered your surname there or last name.
I've used 2 different types. You got the Total Boat, you got the quick set epoxy, and then I have the thick set. I haven't got to use that yet. But when I do thick pours, which is most of the stuff that I've done so far, I use Alumilite Clear Slow. And there's reasons for that. And part of that is because I haven't been doing this very long, and the possibility that I mess up and need extra time is normally the case. So I do the slower set stuff. You have time to mix your colors better, and there's just less room for mistakes. So I use those, and either one are good. You're going to find your uses for all kinds of epoxies or resins, but Alumilite Slow is my favorite so far, and I will get into using the Total Boat.
Did you break up a bit there, Jake? I think you might have to just do that last bit. I think you just broke up a bit.
Let me redo this. I have Alumilite Slow Clear, and that's for deeper pours, and it gives you more time to mix your colors and all that kind of stuff. And it's you don't have you have a bigger margin of error. And then I have some total boat, and I haven't used that very much, but I will be in some upcoming videos, and I'm pretty excited about using it.
Okay, mate. Right. So, and the next one comes from Wolf Dog Armory, and he says, "What model of lathe do you have, and do you like it? And would you buy something else were you to do it over again?"
My lathe is a Harbor Freight 12 by 36 lathe. I got it for free. A guy brought it to me, and I traded him some dust collection hose for it. And I say I traded. I would have gave him the dust collection hose, and he would have gave me that. His name's David Birch, and he's been a long time viewer of the channel, and we've become buddies and been to some woodworking stuff together. And he's a pretty cool dude. But it's a cheap lathe, but you can kind of see what I've done with it. It's there. You don't need a $5,000 lathe to do cool stuff. So get what you can afford. If I get another lathe, I'm going to keep that one to do the buffing on or sanding on or something like that. But it's done me just fine, and there's nothing wrong with it. Besides, it's not even wrong. It's just a cheaper lathe, but I got it for free, so it's even cheaper than that.
Yeah, without doubt. Emmett from Dead Rise Woodcrafts says, "What's your next project, Jake?"
It's a project for him. He knows what it is. It's the one I've been doing all the hands for. It's gonna be resin and wood football with a Pittsburgh Steelers terrible towel in it, and then I'm gonna cast my arm coming out of AstroTurf. It's gonna be holding the football. It should be pretty cool, and I'm gonna be starting on that. I've kind of got all the testing done for that, and it's gonna be next week, the next time I'm off.
Nice. Question from Billy Burt. Jake Thompson, are you going to SWAT, or do you have to work?
I have to work. We're so shorthanded at work that I'm on mandatory overtime. I'm doing 6 12-hour shifts a week. Out of 8 days, I'm doing six days. So one of those I'm going to rest, and the other one I get out to the shop and do as much as I can. So I won't be going there, and maybe next year.
Okay. One from Sheila Post. Have you thought about starting a class for your local fans and friends who want to learn?
My shop is the door's always open to my shop. I've had several people in my shop, and I don't mind it. Just don't be a serial killer or something like that. Don't come over here trying to kill me. We'll get along just fine.
There you go,
Sheila.
Well, Pam from Highland Boxes is out in the chat, and we know how much you two troublemakers get along well together.
Pam is awesome.
Pam is awesome. Pam's great. So I just want to also say, if you don't know of Pam, make sure you go and check out Pam at Highland Boxes as well.
She's one of the ones that have taught me how to do that. Her, Pam, Zach Higgins, Casey Martin, Heath Knuckles is somewhere hiding in the chat. All those guys. Heath, some guy named Heath. I don't know.
Some guy named Heath.
Some guy named Heath. But all those guys got me started. So watch some videos. If you're interested in stuff, watch the videos. Get out there and do it. And that's the only way that you're gonna be able to. And I'm like the poster child for watching videos and do it.
Yeah. As far as I can see, there's another question just turned up. This is from Denise Williams. Would you be willing to do a video about your ideas / creativity process? I would like to show something like that to my students.
That's a pretty good idea. I could probably work that into a regular project video upcoming. And if get a hold of me either on Instagram Messenger or Facebook Messenger, and then when I'm ready to do it, if I have an idea that they would work on, then I'll tell you when it is.
There we go. Right, it seems like the No, Richard Morley's put, when are you coming back to England, Jake?
The next time I can. If they have a Maker Central, the next time I can do it, I'm going to be there. And it's going to be, this time was full of the touristy stuff and all of that. And that took up a lot of time. Now that that's over with, now we can just pick our favorite people and go hang out with them. And it'll probably be, I'm not going to say better because I had an awesome time. That was the best time I've ever had. But it'll be more of a personal kind of thing instead of a vacation, I think.
Yeah. So Mike is making stuff. Says, how does a fella get to collab with the great Jake Thompson?
Send me a message. That's all you gotta, like, everybody. Pole Barnes is a good example of that. I didn't ask him to do it. He made me the thing, and here we go. Everybody's a good video idea, or you just want to do it. I think we kind of figured it out on this one, how to do it and how to make it successful.
Mm-hmm. Or beg.
Or beg. Don't beg, man. Don't beg. Emmett.
Right, so I think the questions have slowed down. If you want to keep asking questions, we might have time for a couple more at the end. But apart from that, I don't know if you want to get on with the giveaway, Jake.
It's if you want to do like you guys do on the podcast and just kind of name who's in the thing and give them a chance to ask any more questions if they want to.
Yeah. We'll just quickly flick through, yeah. Of who's in the chat and all that sort of stuff, yeah? Yeah. Okay, so we've got Tear M's Turnings, Dead Rise Woodcraft, Paul Barn, which is obviously Doug. Mike is making stuff. Jen from Strings and Blings and Jen's Woodworking Things, arguably the longest name on YouTube. Richard from Brain Frizz, Borg 3D, Billy Burt, Heath Knuckles, Darren Minute, Pam from Highland Boxes, Denise Williams. Who else got? DJ from Socomo Woodworks. I'm wearing his t-shirt right now.
Go check that guy out. And while you're doing this, if you don't know, all you got to do is click on their icon and it'll take you right to their channel if you want to check out the channel.
Who else we got? Justin Hind Dog. There ain't nothing but a hind dog. Larry Contreras. Wayne Wood Turner. There's definitely a variety out there.
We got a Cheesehead Chuck P. That guy's been a long time viewer of the channel. Glad to see you, Chuck. DJ's out there. Holly Ann.
Yeah.
There's some people out there from the collaboration. Thank you guys for showing up, and thank Doug again for doing that. It's pretty cool. If there wasn't any more questions, I had 250 entries from the USA, and then from everywhere else in the world besides the USA, I had 46 entries. So I think which one are you prepared to do first?
Whichever one you would like.
Let's do the world one first, and that's 46 entries, 1 through
46. Yeah.
Yeah, 46.
Okay, so 40. I'll get up. So as you can see, I've got a random number generator up on my phone. So I'm going to put in number 1, and then a maximum of 46. Let me see if I can zoom in. You see. There you go. Okay.
It's the high-tech stuff here, people.
Oh, we wanted to do this properly, so you know, we didn't have to screen share and show anything. So when you're ready, mate.
I'm ready.
I'll show you that I'm actually pressing the button.
No cheating, man. Don't cheat.
Right. So the winning number for the rest of the world is number 36.
36. Leona Faye Wood Turning from Ireland. Leona Faye.
Okay.
That's 36 through 41 was Leona Faye. My handwriting's horrible. Don't make fun of my handwriting.
There we go. Right, so we want to start that again then, yeah, for the rest for the USA.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Refresh the page. Right, let me just show you that I've refreshed the page. Now it's gone back to 1 to 10, obviously, because it's just showing you that. So now it's, what is it? 250, wasn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
yes, sir. Again.
250. Right, let's just show that there's 250 in there. There you go.
There you go.
Okay. Right, and generate. Then the winning number is 217.
217. Whoop. Where are we at? Yeah. Sheila Post. She just asked that awesome question. Sheila Post is the winner.
There we go. Awesome.
That's it. Sheila Post and Leona Faye, you guys are pretty lucky, and thank you guys for watching. Is there any other questions before we get off of here?
Let's have a let's quickly scroll back up a little bit. What says? Emmett says, on a serious note, I do want to thank you both to you. You two inspire me to start turning, and I love it. You're welcome, Emmett.
You're very welcome. That's part of what. That's part of putting videos out.
He's putting out some good stuff as well. So
you guys can click on his, and then when I do the Pittsburgh Steelers video, I'll have links to his channel underneath that channel too, and you can click on him here and go check him out. Get him some subscribers. He was begging for him today, wasn't you, Emmett?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and Emmett actually won one of my giveaways not so long ago as well.
There was no cheating involved at all, right?
No, none at all.
No cheating. Carl Jacobson's here. Okay. Now that Carl's here, probably time to end.
Carl's here.
We'll give Carl 1 minute. You got a question, Carl?
Oh, Robin's here. Robin's here. So Carl and or Robin are bound to have a question.
We always give them a couple minutes. Come on.
Yeah. Carl, did I win? No.
No, you didn't.
You're already a winner, Carl. We've seen your wife.
Yep. Yeah, you won. You're the winner on that. What's up, Big Screen Bird? I guess if there's no more questions, me and Jamie, we're going to call this a success. Leona Faye and Sheila Post. Lucky. Good job, guys. Thanks you guys for watching. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Pole Barn.
Congratulations.
Yep. Thank you, Doug and Brain Fizz and the Noodles and all that. And you guys stay tuned. We got plenty of good stuff coming up. And we'll see y'all next time. Here you go, Jamie. There you go. See y'all.
Take it easy.